Good morning, YouTube. Thank you for checking back in with another TDH upload. As you guys can see by the title, we may have brought home another project. Now, a lot of you guys who have been following the channel for a little while know that I've been into Jeeps kind of on and off on the channel, but since I was 16, I've always had Jeeps. I think I've already explained this 1,000 times, but you guys are gonna hear it one more time. I've always been a huge Cherokee, XJ. I do like some Wranglers, you know, LJs, they're cool, but I've always been a diehard XJ and MJ fan. So somehow, some way, we came across this guy kicking around here in Jacksonville, and something really cool is that it has been in Jacksonville its entire life. This is actually a Wawa that is off of Phillips and University. It's brand spanking new. That's where the dealership used to be, but I thought that was really cool. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get ready to pressure wash this thing, get it cleaned up because it is rough condition right now. Let me show you the interior real quick before we get into that. It's going to need a bench seat, and it's definitely going to need floors. So you guys can see here, the floors, ooh, got a giant hole here, and no seats. I guess the seats were probably in crappy condition. I don't know why somebody took them out, but they have been removed, and we need to get those guys, obviously clean all this interior pieces up, and it's gonna need a new windshield. But I'll dive more into it in depth once we get it cleaned up. I did get it cranking. It's acting like it's got great oil pressure. It turns over smooth. I don't know if I have spark yet. I have not checked all 6, but I did chief a little starter fluid in there, and she did kind of pop off a little bit. I'll throw that video clip in real quick. Aside from that, guys, we're probably gonna throw a fuel pump in it, new plugs. I'll probably just clean the cap and rotor and see if we can't get it running as is. It's a automatic 2-wheel drive, 4-liter, and like I said, after we get it cleaned up, I'll dive into it more. Enjoy the time lapse, guys. Wrapping up the pressure washer. She cleaned up nicely for being a 1987 hunk of junk that's been sitting in someone's yard for Lord knows how long. I'm definitely thinking that it was in a front end collision, and that's probably when they pulled it off the road. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like to me. Somebody did care about it at one point in time. Plugs and wires. Looks like maybe thermostat there. Oh no, yeah, thermostat, antifreeze. 103011, got fuel filter, oil filter, 102511, air filter was replaced, 102511. So somebody cared about it at one point in time. The guy that we purchased it from claims that the block is from a 99. I don't know if that's true. I really don't think so, but somebody's been in here messing with the harness, so I could be incorrect about that. Somebody may have swapped it and put a little time in keeping this 4-liter going, but it is a factory 4-liter from 87. And like I said, it is automatic. Go ahead and show you guys over here. She is an automatic 2-wheel drive. It's got, unfortunately, the dummy cluster gauges. I'm not a fan of those, but as of right now, we'll, get it running on that gauge and go from there. I don't mean to interrupt, but in my pile of rust, nice find, an FX stubby extension from Snap-on. Those are always the best when you find cool tools and junk like this. The number one thing on the agenda, probably even before we get it running, because we plan on keeping it, is replacing this windshield and getting in here and trying to get all that rust removed. I'll chase it with a wire wheel, hit it with some OSPO, and then we'll throw some primer down underneath it. A couple coats of primer, honestly, and then we'll use some 3M window weld. And we're gonna try our best to save the original trim, but I don't know, I might have to have a windshield guy come give me a hand with that. But other than that, guys, let me go ahead and throw that clip in. Me cranking her over. I tried doing it with the original starter. The original starter was shot, so I went up to Advanced Auto, got a cheapo, threw that in there, got her cranking. Like I said, the oil looks good, compression sounds good. Just listen to this video real quick. So as you guys heard, she turns over relatively well. Engine isn't locked up, and like I said, that oil looks great. Let me just go ahead and show you guys while I'm in here. Look at that. Nice and brown. Doesn't have a ton of fuel, doesn't have water in it. As far as I can tell, I would definitely see that it would be a little bit milky after we turned it over. And obviously it looks pretty good. So what I'm most likely going to have to do is order a fuel pump. Don't think the fuel pump is engaging. I'm gonna get a fuel pump for this tank here. Replace the fuel filter. You can't really see it, but it's right there inside the frame rail or the unibody rail. And then I've got to figure out why I can't get the ignition with the key in it to activate the starter. I turn the key, doesn't do an absolute thing, doesn't even click. So in that video that you guys saw there, I was actually jumping the starter with a screwdriver, arcing it off and getting it to crank over. But yeah, guys, this is another Jeep to the fleet to hang out with my two-door over there. My girl's really excited about this. We'll probably make it a nice little four-wheel drive beach cruiser and putt around town, kind of similar to what we do with that thing. And eventually I think we're gonna go ahead and lift this thing up and at least wheel it and enjoy it. Maybe get a little camper shell or something goofy just to, because we can. So yeah, guys, that is about that. I do have a upcoming video about the 240. Not so great news about her. I'm probably gonna end up selling that guy, or at least parting it out for the time being, and then maybe holding on to the shell, but I don't know. I've really lost interest in it, but that'll be a different upload. And then I have some other stuff for the boat. I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to film some of that tomorrow and get you guys brought up to speed on getting the floors in the boat, or at least starting to get the floors in there, and then obviously glassing in the new stringers. I got a few updates, but I just wanted to make this video and show you guys our new project, our new toy. And that's about that. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next upload. Later.